Hello, Rita.
I think that you are a very busy man with this recording all the videos, because you become a director or a filmmaker maybe. Yeah. Because you are a fantastic cook, a fantastic filmmaker, and then you are very clever at barbecuing, and so you are perfect.
Thank you
Because
very much.
I follow you in your conversations with other friends. Okay, some minutes ago I saw you with Patricio, Katy, and Sergey. Okay, and so you are very busy in this world. Okay, good.
Oh, thank you very much. I try to do the best, really.
Yeah.
I have desire to acquire English as a native, and of course, uh, to get such skills, speaking skills, demand to make a lot of action, and especially to meeting with friends and talking with them, exchange
Yeah. Your
our
opinions
opinion.
and thoughts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you with Laura, in
Mm-hmm.
that wonderful video, very interesting, because the topic, I'm very passionate and very motivated when I have the opportunity to listen to these topics, okay? Because they are very important. I think that are very important. And now that I am a bit older, so I am more concerned about my life. And so I am very happy when I have the possibility to listen to someone explain me these topics, these subjects. Okay, so thanks a lot, because Laura is a very nice person. Yeah, very nice, very good person. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Of course, I am a lucky man. I am lucky Laura. That's when she wrote me, I was shocked. How is it? Why? What for? I don't know. I didn't deserve her attention, but she said me, what you are doing, it is very good. And of course, I was. It was pleasure for me to talk with her, and her explanation and her treatment to the learner is very good. She is very kind, and she has a great patience. And
yeah, because she has a style in explaining the things, very understandable. And so also the position of her body language is very important, because some teachers, some person, they have a lot of movements with the hand, with the face. Okay, so instead Laura is very calm and very in a very smooth way. She explains very well the matter. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. And by the way, she invite everybody who wants to her group. One of in the text of our video, I placed the link to her group, and everybody has opportunity to connect with her, and
good, very nice, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Rita, I'm very curious about summertime in Italy. Tell me about Italy in this place. I just can imagine, only can imagine about sunny, about sunny days, about beach, but to hear from people who originate in Italy, and it's very.
When I follow with you an hour ago in the video with Katy Ortega and Sergey, you and Patricio, I watched Katy sneezing with with a very heavy pullover, because there in Argentina winter started yesterday. Okay. In Italy, summer started yesterday. Okay, so for us, 21st of June, summer, and so summer here is for me the most beautiful season in absolute, definitely. Okay, because I love summer, I love the sun, and everything has another color, is full of lights, bright, full of color, but also a bit too hot. And so the only place where you can stay relaxing and enjoying the sun is on the beach. I love stay on the beach under the sun, or swimming in the water, because water at this moment is very, very nice. Because I go to the beach, and in this period, the beach is not so crowded, okay? And I love stay on the beach when there is nobody, because I don't like the crowd, the noise, the music, the exercises in the water for the body, okay, the aqua gym, they call it here in Italy. And so I like the sea just for me, with nobody around me. And so this is a very good sensation. I love stay there with a book or with my podcast in English, and so in my earphones. And so I spend there wonderful hours, okay? And in the meantime, I tanned myself, because you can see that I am a bit black on my because
you got bronze color.
Bronze color.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Because doctors and also the beauty farms, they repeat continually, no, the sun is not good for the ladies, the sun is not good for the skin, no, the sun is not good, because when you are tanned, you look like a bit older, the skin is ruined. But I don't care. Believe me, I don't care, because I love staying on the sun, and so I don't care. So it's wonderful. A very nice, very, very, very good period in Italy. But in the south of Italy, because, the climate is changing, and this is a very big concern for me, at least, because usually Italy is supposed to be the land of the sun, the land of the very good climate, but it's so no more, because in the north of Italy, near Milan, there was a terrible storm. A lot of land is completely ruined. A lot. So the climate is completely changed, and now we have to think about this problem, because we have no more time to change, to solve this problem. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I of course I can imagine how in Milan, because in Milan it is. For me, it seems it is mountain area landscape next to Milan. Is it not?
I'm sorry, I haven't understood
Milan placed in the mountain area. It is landscape.
No, it's very near. It's very near to the mountainscape, because at the back of Milan, you can find the Alps chain, okay? And so, but Milan is not, it's not distant, but it's not so far. Yes, but in the north we have the mountains. We have the vicinity to mountains. Okay, yeah, you are right. Yeah.
So I can say that Milan is next to the mountains, and of course,
yeah, you are right.
This area, mountains area, has influence of weather. Next to Milan, because of over there, it is not how in in the southern part of Italy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
big
you are right, because
differentiation.
this,
Big
yeah,
differentiation.
because yeah, the southern part of Italy is very close to Africa, and so the climate is very warm and very hot, because also the wind blowing from the Africa, the wind is very hot, and so the climate is influenced by the vicinity, the proximity of Africa. Instead, the northern part, there are the mountains, as you have said, and so the climate is a bit more cold. Okay, but nowadays, in these last these last years, some strange phenomenon are happening. Okay, and so the climate, I repeat, is completely changed. Italy is no more the land of sun, the land of it's no more the land of the past. Okay.
That's interesting, because everybody, especially scientists, are talking us that how global warming are coming, but yeah.
Have you heard? Sorry. Please, to you.
But how to say? Quite often we can we are getting news from TV that stormy weather becomes more frequently in Europe.
Yeah, you are right. Yes. I don't know if you have ever heard of that young girl whose name is Greta Thunberg. She is a young girl of 16 years old from Sweden, and she on Fridays has decided to skip the school and to move in front of the Swedish parliament with a very big signal. And on this signal, signal, there is written something concerning the warming of the climate. Okay, and so she is the head of a movement composed of million and million of young boys and girls, young generations, who are decided to follow her example, okay, because the young generations are very interested and very concerned because this warm climate, okay, this warming, because they are very concerned, because they have understood that there is no more time to change. Okay, the scientists, they are telling to us that the time is just 20 years. 20 years to change the climate, to do something. So the question is this: will be able to change something? The answer is in the wind. No? The answer, who can answer? Who can answer?
Yeah.
Nobody.
I can imagine who can answer.
No.
Nobody. Yeah.
No, nobody can answer, because nowadays the company, the finance, the very big company, very big American, Chinese, the great countries, strong countries, important countries, they are interested in make money. Okay, and so they are not very concerned in all this facts, as if they had to live forever. Instead, the death will arrive also for them. No, so
Interesting, really. Sometimes it's worth to think about it, but who knows how to change and how to save the planet Earth.
Because to save the planet, we can do very little things, very little actions. Okay, but what can I do, me, LD? What can you do practically? Okay, you can put your rubbish, divided it in different bins, in different boxes. You can avoid to smoke. You can decide not to use the plastic. You can decide to reuse your items. Okay, but these are very little actions. They are very important, of course. They are essential, very important, because everybody in the world should do this. But I think that the big central, nuclear central, the big companies, the big industry, the smokes in the air. So how can I struggle? How can I win against all these facts? I think to the iceberg that are melting in the Arctic places. What can I do to stop this melting? Me, Rita, can I do, me, Rita, to stop the melting of the iceberg? Nothing, of course, because I cannot nothing. Okay. But this is a very important item. This is a very important topic. Very important topic.
Yeah, really. Thank you very much for your interesting subject. But let me drift to another topic. Recently, I have seen the video of our famous Russian linguistic. His name is Dmitry Petrov. He knows a lot of languages, about 16 maybe. So he said me
16 languages. 16.
Yeah.
My God. Oh my. Oh, terrible. Fantastic.
He said he said to people, every language has special character. And for example, he said, when I am talking in Italy, he said me, I am starting to jesting.
Yeah.
To jesting. That's the very thing I noticed, how you are explaining it so emotionally, so beautiful, and talking and wonderful. So he said, when I'm starting to talk in Germany or in France, I do nothing, any jesting. It's he said, it's a character of language. It's wonderful. And so,
totally agree with him. Yeah, because we Italian people, we have another language. We have our native language, and we have the body language. So when I say something, I use my hand. I use my eyes. I use my expression. And then I use this is something that maybe is not so good, because this is a thing that we do when we are in Italy, but not when we are abroad. For example, when I meet a friend, I touch him. Okay, with a hand on the shoulder, a speaker on the
chin.
a kiss, a
Pinky,
big hug, a big hug. So this is characteristics of Italian people. Okay. On the contrary, right, when I go to England, for example, or when I go to Holland, because I have a son living in Holland with his family, and so he has a partner that is Dutch. Okay. So I have the possibility to know a lot of people from Netherlands, but they don't use body language. They use just mouth and stop. Okay. Also, the muscles of their face are so stiff. So, good morning. Bye. Bye. How are you? Good. Bye. The contrary. We Italian people are a bit always on the stage. Okay, we are always on the stage, and so we recite, we play a role. We express ourselves with our body. So this Russian linguistics is totally right. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's very interesting. Sorry for my curiosity, but I wanna ask you. I see behind you on the wall behind you some pictures. Some of them looks as pictures, another looks certificate. Is it true or not?
No, they are some pictures I bought in England during a travel journey in England, and so they are.
Wow, this looks like him. It's reflection from.
Yeah, because these are some mirrors with some advertisements of beer, of tobacco, of Cathy Sachs, J&B, jeans, gin. Okay, so they are. This is a still water.
Interesting.
This one. Okay.
Wow.
So. No, it's not certificate. It's natura morta. Still nature. I think that is in English. Yeah. No, I have no certification on the walls of my house. Neither the certifications of my graduation. No, I never put it on the wall. I don't know why, but anyway. But I have a lot of pictures because I like very much to look at the pictures on the wall, because I had a very, very old, great aunt. She was very able in painting. Okay, she was very, because she frequented the academy, and so she studied paintings, and so she left me a lot of paintings that I have on the walls in my house. Yeah.
Beautiful, really. It looks beautiful. Do you always bring something from other countries to decorate your place, your flat?
Sorry, what do you mean?
Do you always bring something, some souvenir from other countries?
Yes. Yeah. Because I want to have a very big piece of my heart from Brazil, from example, or from France, or from I was in Russia 3 years ago. I was in Russia with a group of friends in St. Petersburg and in Moscow, and it was a very, very nice, very interesting travel. Yes, when I am abroad, just a little souvenir, a little memory of the country. I like have it with me. Yeah.
What time of season have you visit to Moscow? Have you visit Moscow?
What place do you mean? What place of Moscow I visited?
What time of season? What time of season? It was winter or summer?
It was September. September.
Mm-hmm.
September. Yes, in September, because I don't like to travel in summer, and I don't like to travel in winter, because in winter you have the possibility to have a lot of turbulence in the flights, okay, and so it's not so pleasant to have. In summer, it's very common to find very hot climate, and visit another country under the sun in a very hot climate is not so pleasant, okay, because you are very tired, you are weak when there is so hot. So I prefer, and also my husband is of the same idea, I prefer to go around in winter or in spring, okay, in spring. For example, in spring I went to Spain this year, okay, and a couple of months ago I was in Spain, yeah, in Spain, Sevilla, Granada. Very nice cities, very nice, yeah, very nice.
Our friend Patricia going to visit some beach in his country. He said not far. In Spain, yes. He said not far from his place. It's maybe 1 hour is driving. He promised to show us.
Good. It will be very interesting. Yeah, good.
He showed us his city. I was impressed. It was a lot of, how to say, from structures from middle, how to say, middle, I forgot. Medievist from
Middle East.
No, let me know, please.
Okay, go.
From Middle Ages.
Middle Ages.
Yeah,
medieval times.
Medieval times.
Yeah.
Medieval times.
Yeah, there are a lot of beautiful, fantastic, indescribable things around the world coming from the old past centuries. And I sometimes ask myself, but the modern man, what actually they do? Nothing in comparison with the past times, because if you go around and if you have the opportunity to watch and to see, to study the ruins of what our ancestors have done, you can say, but the modern men, they are nothing compared with the past. Nothing, because they did a fantastic thing that nowadays they are also alive. They are there. Okay, if you go to Rome, there are bridges, there are roads, there are churches, there are buildings completely perfect. Okay. Nowadays, the modern engineers, the modern builders, the modern workers, they do a bridge, they do a building. After 10, 20 years, the bridge collapses, the building collapses. But it's incredible, Erdi. It's incredible.
Yeah, I know as well that Italy is overcrowded with with ancient buildings like Colisee and other.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm very glad to have the opportunity to talk with you sometimes, okay? So when you are free, when you are not engaged in barbecuing and in doing being a cook or helping your wife in shopping, and so call me, and I will be very, very glad in helping you. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, I promise.
Now, okay. So enjoy your time. I wish you a good Sunday. What's the climate? What's the weather like in your country now? It's
Well,
good.
in my place it's really hot. Today was
Hot.
about 40 degrees about there.
No, oh my God. Do you have the conditioning air?
Right now next to me is a fan working.
Fun.
But
Yes, me
air
too.
conditioner is in my
Is in another room. In another room.
bedroom.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Good.
Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Thank you to you. Thank you to you, Eddie. Enjoy your time. Take care and see you soon. Okay?
Enjoy your Italy sun and thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye
nice
bye, Eddie. Bye bye.